Okay, so you may have just seen my last video on how to create an interactive or curate all of your interactive resources in one spot using a thing link to be able to use on the CreateBoards. Now, thing link is a paid subscription. So, you maybe want to use this if you're planning to do a lot of these. I would suggest, maybe getting that subscription, or if you're maybe doing a lot of these on behalf of a department and you're working together. Because it is simple and easy and there's not many steps. You can do this very, very efficiently using ThingLink. Now, if you're not really sure if you like this type and you just want to try it out and see how it works on the boards, then I would suggest trying a free way to do it, and that's using Google Slides. Now, PowerPoint works just as well, but I'm going to be using Google Slides here. Now I can change my, ThingLink was kind of an 8.5 by 11 type of thing. And I can change my page setup so that I, go to custom and then change it to 8.5 by 11. But actually on the board in full screen mode, this is a really nice size for, to fit the board really well. So I'm actually going to leave this size here. I'm going to change the layout to a blank slide. And I'm going to change the background. So I would like to make the background, have some sort of an image. So I am going to choose an image here, and I'm going to browse on my computer for the image that I shared. Just move this up a little bit with my thing that I used on my thing link as well. So now that it's done, you'll notice that I can't move this image. It's become set on the background. It's not going to move or slide if I drag or click or anything like that. So I've got my beautiful image. And now what? Now I want to add all of these tabs that I have at the top and bring them in as my hotspots. Now to do that, I'm just going to click a shape, and I'm going to go to any of the shapes I want. I'm going to go ahead and just put a circle here. I'm going to make a circle maybe up in the clouds here. And I'm going to change the circle to orange so that it's easier to see. And then I am going to, you could put an image in there if you want. You can actually write the image if you want. So I could say something like Russian Revolution history. And I'm going to definitely want to make that font just a little smaller. See, I'm going to keep going. There we go. And now I want to link this little slide, this little hotspot to my Russian Revolution history channel here. So I'm just going to copy the URL. So I control or Command C, or you can right click copy, right? And I'm going to go back to my slideshow. I'm going to click on my shape, and then I'm going to right click and link. And then I'm going to go ahead and paste or Control or Command V in. And now this has become a hotspot. So when I'm on slideshow, in slideshow mode, and I want to go to our Russian Revolution history, it opens up Chrome for me and goes right to the Russian Revolution, to that history channel spot. So now that I've got that, I'm going to go ahead and create. I'm just going to actually, I could copy and paste this particular circle so that if you want uniformity, I would suggest copying and pasting this circle again, and then just changing the information for it. That's if you want the exact shape in the same spot. But the next one that I'm going to be putting in is maybe a YouTube video. So maybe I want a different shape for that. Maybe to signify that it's a YouTube video, I want a square instead, right? And again, I could even change the color for this square if I wanted. It could be green, but I kind of like the orange because it's pretty obvious. There's not really a lot of orange in this picture. And I'll put in YouTube virtual tour of Alexander Palace. And then, of course, I'm going to need to change the font on that to much smaller. And in fact, I think I actually might just make my shape bigger to fit it better. So Alexander Palace, not Alexandra. We're not in Britain. We are in Russia. And I'm just going to go over here to my YouTube and get that link for my palace post. Go over here and, go over here and right click and link, put it in, apply, and now I've got my YouTube article as well. Same thing can be done for my character analysis. On this, I want my students to, if you didn't watch my ThingLink video, I want my students to be able to go through and research a couple of these characters from the, or people from the rest, people and settings and places and things from the Russian Revolution, a couple of them a day. And I don't want to have to go looking for it all the time. I want it on this thing links, or on this slideshow, so that I can use it a lot. So I'm going to, again, click my shape. And on this one, maybe I do a geometric shape. Again, I'll make that orange, and I'll put in here character list. And again, I'm going to need to change that, that font. So I just need to get my, there we go, get my arrow over there and bring in character list. I'm going to make this a little bigger, actually, so that I can see it a little easier. My eyes are old. So character list, I'm going to go to share, make sure that the share button is anyone with the link so the board doesn't get confused, and bring it over. Gotta get right on, right click, link, and put it into my internet. There we go. So now when I go to slideshow, and I can add all the rest of my links here I want, I didn't have to label them. For me, I like labeling, to be able to see things. And I can move these to different parts so that maybe they look prettier, or they're a little more organized. But you'll notice that when I'm inside the picture, my arrow is just an arrow. When I'm on one of these links that I've created, it's the hand, which means it's going to go somewhere. So if I want to go over to YouTube, I can go to YouTube. If I want to go over to the character list, it'll take me to the character list. And even in the character list, then I can go full screen. So that is how to do a free hotspot curation on interactive material for your lessons and curation for your lessons. And again, this looks beautiful on the CreateBoard when it's in full screen. And it's a nice little image for the students to view as they're doing their work and as you're working with them. So that is it for Google Slides as a hotspot spot.